you remember from Friday, I said that there's a problem with the law of signs. And here's the problem. She's a bitch.
Whoa.
She is. I'm going to tell you. When she's looking for the sides, it's all fine. It's all good. She works great. You want to use her to find the side, knock yourself out. She's lovely. But when she comes to finding angles, she's terrible. Because sometimes it turns out she's dating you and she's cheating on you. And you go through her phone and you find out, oh my God, it's not just me that she's chatting up, it's someone else. So tonight, we're going to have some problems that will have two different answers because Little Miss Law of Signs is a cheater. Sometimes she's worse than that. She's a catfisher. And she's not even a she. She's some like middle-aged guy living in Nigeria who has decided to blackmail you because he's talked you in to sending nudes, and now he's going to send them to your grandma, right? So, yeah, that happens, by the way. So it turns out sometimes it doesn't even, like she gives you a triangle that doesn't even work because she's a catfisher. So here's what we need to be careful of. The deal is this. We're going to talk about the case where sometimes she gives you two answers, sometimes she gives you one answer, and sometimes she's just a plain, straight, full-on bitch, and she gives you no answer. So here we go. You guys ready? You are putting down your pens, and you're going to watch this weird situation, right? So here she is. She's right here, and she's telling you, we know the length of this side. Let's say it's 15. And let's say this angle right here is 40 degrees. And let's say I have another side, right? I have a side. And I'm like, let's find the triangle angle. And I'm like, hey, you little cheatery bitch, can you do that for me? And she will say, because she's like that, yeah, I can totally do that. So you take your side and you put it right here and you put it right here, and you're like, I know, I have tape. And you get that angle, right? It gives you an angle. And you're like, thank you. You gave me an answer. I wanted that angle. I could even do it with a little protractor. I get an answer, and I'm like, yay, that answer is just me, just one answer. I'm happy. And unbeknownst to you, behind your back, she's laughing at you because she's saying, oh, there's a second triangle. And like, you're like, what do you mean? That's the triangle, right? This is an angle. This is a side. This is a side. This is the triangle. And here's what she does. Behind your back, she's seeing another piece of blue tape. That is, I know, that is the exact same length as that tape. It really is. I made them the exact same. And watch what she can do when you are like not around. She can make a whole nother triangle. Like there's this angle, there's this triangle right here. And there's this angle right there, which is clearly different from this angle. This one is small, it's less than 90, and this guy is big, it's bigger than 90. Because sometimes she cheats on you. You're going to ask me a weird question. Okay.
I was just going to ask if I'm watching the video at home, am I just supposed to like imagine the tape?
Oh, thank you. I will show that. So for those of you at home who don't know what the heck I'm doing, oh God, look at all that. Let's see. So for those of you at home, you could go like this. And imagine that's like on a little hinge. It can swing down and it can also go like this. Does that make sense? So it turns out she could give you an angle right here. Like say this is 50 degrees. That's awesome. Or the answer could be this one. And here's what's weird. I know. It turns out I'm going through her phone, Jace. Not only is she cheating on me, I know who she's cheating with. Because here's what's weird. If this is 50, which is a good answer, this guy is 130. Do you see how they're related? They're supplementary, right? So it turns out not only is she a cheater, I actually know who she's cheating with, right? So here's what we have to do. We're going to see if this chick is a cheater. We're going to do some problems, right? So before I finish this, I'm going to show you one more thing. Let's make this angle right here 40 degrees. What is 40 plus 50? 90, right? Could I make it, is there still enough degrees left over to make a triangle? Yes, it's less than 180. She's a cheater. That's a good answer. What's 40 plus 30? 130, 170. Is that still less than 180? Yes, that would make that 10. She's a cheater. She's got two answers. But watch this right here. What if this had been 60 degrees? What is 50 plus 60? 110. That still makes a triangle, right? That's okay. That's less than 180. But watch this. What is 60 plus 130? 190. It's too many degrees. So she looks like she's cheating. She's texting some guy, but she's really not cheating, right? So we're going to see it tonight. Is she cheating? And we're going to test it, right? So it's weird, but we got this. You guys ready? Here we go. So the first thing I want to tell you is this. Every problem tonight, you're going to have to draw. And here's why. Because if I draw it, it works. If you draw it, or they don't give you a diagram, it might not work. So that's why they're not going to give you a drawing already, right? Because if I give you the drawing, because they're real, it means it works. So here we go. Let's do this. Let's start here. Let's go la, la, la. Let's go ahead and put A, B, and C. A is 15. A over here is 6. C I'm looking for. And C over here is 12, right? We're good to go. We're ready to go. We're going to do this just like we did on Friday. It's not hard. It's you and you're dating this girl or this guy, whichever works for you, and you think you trust them. Do it like normal, and then we're going to start looking through their phone and see if they're texting someone else. Okay, are you guys ready to do this? Here we go. So we're going to say sine 15 over 6 equals sine theta over 12. I only have to do this cheater business on the angle ones, on the sine theta. If it doesn't have a theta in the problem, then she's true. She's not cheating on you. So I'm going to move the 12 over. Now remember, these are the backwards ones. So I want you to put this goo into your calculator, and then I want you to take that tiny decimal and say, calculator, please go backwards, and I want you to get an answer. Yes.
What's the price?
Next Friday, next Tuesday. You sure you want to practice on the calculator?
This one's the word.
No, practice on just punching into the calculator. That's all. I just want you to have good practice. Okay, here I go. I'm going to put it in my calculator nice and carefully. So I do it this way. There's two ways. I'm going to show you the longer way. I'm going to go 12 sine 15. Close that parentheses. Divided by 6. And you will get the 2 times that. Write that down. And then go back. No, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to, hold on. So I'm doing it. You guys ready? 12 sine 15, close my parentheses, divided by 6. I got 31 degrees. Are we good? Now, 31 degrees plus 15. 31 and 15 is 46. Is that Does that bust our triangle wide open? Is it more than 180? No. So that's good. She likes it. She likes it. So that's a good answer. Circle that one and be like, yay. Now that you've been dating for a while, let's go and check her phone. And the way we check the phone is we take the 30 and we subtract it from 180, right? That's how we find the cheater. So 31 take away 180 is going to be 149, right? Now, before we are certain that he's cheating on us or she's cheating on us, we want to see if the 15 and the 149 bust the triangle open. And you know what? It's under 180. So it turns out she is cheating on you. Both of these are good answers. They're both.
I didn't do it at 140.
Well, it's not good, but it is. It happens. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get you back. That's our good answer.
You have any?
I know. We have to also check the supplement. That's the other. That's this guy. We're checking this answer and the supplement, the 130, right? We always got to check both. Yeah. I can still have room up here for another angle, right? If it plus the triangle. Oh my gosh, you're just gonna put me on the job. That's exactly right, right? Because if I gotten like 170, and then I add 15, what? No cheating. I mean, she's just touching some weird over there. They're not touching. Okay? So here we go. Sure. Oh, I don't know. Just take that thing. Okay, I want you guys to try one. Here we go. It is confusing. It is confusing. Here we go. Try this problem. Get your answer. Get your cheater answer. Anyone want to get rid of their phone? I'm not going to come here right now. Okay, I can just set this up. Here we go. Let's go. Yes. Let me first draw this real quick. This is tricky. I got that. I know that. So we got 36 and 16. I don't know B. I've got this. They're going to set up really nicely. They're not going to be hard to set up. You just got to see if maybe she's cheating on you, right? Often she is. She's a bitch like that. So this is the angle. But you know, I need to bring these together because you'll see that. And okay, so here I go. I'm going to say sine 36 over 16 is equal to sine theta over 24. I'm going to hop that 24 over. The math isn't bad. The math isn't bad. I'm ready to plug this into my calculator, right? I'm going to plug it into my calculator. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. You're going to get a little decimal. You're going to ask it to go backwards. Close those parentheses, my friends. And I got 62 degrees. 62 is a good answer. because 36 and 62 are under 180. That could make a triangle. Let's see about the cheater. How do I get the cheater? I take it from 180. So it would be 118? Thank you. I could do that in my head. That was frightening. Let's test to make sure it doesn't explode my triangle. 118 and 36, is that under 180? Yes. So it turns out she's a bitch, she's a cheater. Both answers are good. Now you're like, Miss T, show us what it looks like when she's not a bitch. Let's do that. Try this one. Oh, yeah. Watch this one, guys. I'm going to do this one, and it'll all become clear when it doesn't. Right? So this is the same thing. We're doing everything the same. We're setting it up. We're getting our angle. We're getting our cheater. But then you're going to see something that's like, oh, well, obviously, they weren't really dating. Okay, right. So then you're going to go second sign. And is there an answer? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to point to like this. Yeah, I just need to ask it. At the end, it's giving you the decimal. You got to see what degree it matches up with. No, but most people don't want to do it in 1 second. Oh, I totally agree. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But when I tried to show that on Friday, there were people who were like, oh, it's the same answer. It's awesome. Okay, here we go, Lammies. I'm doing it with you. Got my little triangle. A, B, C. You know what? Trust but verify. Isn't that what we do in a relationship? You trust her, but you want to verify. Make sure he's not cheating on you, or she. We're looking for theta. We got 21. That's not really true. You should trust them. You should just trust them. Don't listen to me. I'm going to say sine 138 over 31 equals sine theta over 21. I'll bring the 21 up. Okay, so here we go. You're going to see really obviously why, even though it looks like she's a cheater, it looks like she's texting this guy, turns out not so much, right? So here we go. I'm going to do it on my calculator. I'm going to say 21 sine 138. I'm going to divide it by 31. I got 27 degrees, right? So 27 is you. Yay. Let's make sure 27 plus 138. That's under 180. That's a triangle. That's awesome. But watch what happens here. Here comes the cheater. The cheater is 27 from 180. So that's going to be like 153, right? Watch what happens. 153 plus 138. Can that make a triangle? No, it's too many degrees. So, yeah, was she texting him? Yes. Are they dating? No. So, guess what? It's just this one. It's just this one. Does that make sense? Let's see when you see the bad one. Right? Okay. I am going to have you guys try one. See if it's a cheater. See if it's not a cheater. You decide, is it a cheater, is it not a cheater? Then we got one last problem. What happens if she's catfishing? And she's a middle-aged man from a Slavic country. Your Czechoslovakian guy. telling you he's a 17-year-old shooter from Canada. And on the news, she wants to do it. Don't ever send that.
You got a little 45.
Buddy, not done.
It's like some kid killed her. She's young.
It's the time I met her.
Because they really did send it to his family. I know. I know. Because maybe he's going to get known better. Yeah, but he said, show your face. And he did it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wrong. Why would we send with
Is it possible to get,
give it another go.
right, because that's too
Why'd you do sign 110?
I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying it was so yeah, so when it was up too much.
It's 45. And then you plug it in and
I got she's not cheating, right? Is it 40, what you guys get, 44 degrees, 45 degrees? Turns out she's not cheating on you. Yay for you. Last one, best one, and then I am shutting up. Oh, sorry. So the answer is just 45. Answer is 45. Because 135 and 110 is explosive. Explosive, right? So you always check for the cheater. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I believe that's the same problem.
I think it was. Yep, this is, oh, way to go. Here's the last one you're doing. There you go. I will combine help you. Yes, this is our last one. So this is our last one. You're going to do this one. You're going to find out really fast. She's catfishing you. See if you can figure out why. Do it. I'm going to come around. So if the second answer can make a
sign 85.
Oh, that's cheating.
then it's just, you just have to check. It's just one answer. Right? So on this one, that makes a chart.
But it says we're finding.
So now I'm going to get that supplement on page 135, right? It's 135 and 110. No, 45. Let's say this instead. So that was on, yes. No, but if that's 140, yeah, it's going to be.
Did I get to
You got that, right? When you check the inverse sign it.
This final or that. Are you seeing any problem?
Get some errors.
I'm going to shoot you if you don't give me
An error message. You are not doing anything wrong. Here's what she's doing. She's giving you parts of triangles that are too long and too short. They can't make a triangle no matter what. When your calculator tells you error, it's trying to tell you they're catfishing you. Don't send nudes, right? That's what your calculator is trying to tell you. So if you get an error message, your calculator is saying, it doesn't make a triangle, and you're going to say, no triangle. No triangle. Sometimes that's what I say. Yeah, let me stop the video. Oh, dear Lord.